first residents have moved into YMCA's newly converted warehouse in Exeter. The abandoned building has been transformed into 26 studios for young people who need a permanent home. The charity says this is just one solution to Exeter's chronic housing crisis, as the need for one-bed accommodation has increased by 41% since 2019. Marina Jenkins reports.
Come round.
Thank you very much. So this is it?
Number 2, yes. Use a little fob to get in,
yeah.
and a key.
Oh, it's such a nice space.
I know, it's very big. Didn't think I'd be able to put all my stuff in there, to be honest.
And it's so light as well.
For months, Gemma Matthews has waited patiently to find out if this flat was hers. After struggling to find anywhere affordable to rent, she turned to YMCA Exeter for help, which was in the process of renovating this building.
Can't really put it into words, it's just amazing. I can't, thank the people that have been able to give me a place. I never even thought I'd have one of my own, so it's, like I said, amazing.
And how difficult was it for you to try and find a place and move out of that house share?
Well, I lived with my parents before I lived in the house share, so it was trying to see if I could find a flat of my own, but it was so expensive. Like paying £1,000 in rent, I thought I can't do that myself.
There are now 26 affordable flats here at Sidwell Studios. They're for people who've mainly been in supported accommodation, but are now ready to live independently.
The monthly rent for these flats is £300 less than the market rate, and that includes all utility and Wi-Fi bills. And people don't need to pay any rent up front or pay a deposit either. And those are the factors which so often prevent young people from finding a place to live independently in the city.
There are 2,000 people on the Devon Home Choice waiting list for one-bed accommodation. With funding from Homes England, Exeter City Council and many donations, YMCA was able to turn this old warehouse into much-needed housing.
What we see in all developments is there's no one-bed accommodation being built into those. Whilst we know that building one-bed accommodation won't necessarily generate as much income for companies, it's still a great need that we need to address, and that's why we feel that we need to step into that place.
The charity says this is just one solution to Exeter's chronic housing crisis, as the need for one-bed homes has increased by 41% since 2019.
A lot of people who are private renting are struggling because the prices are so high, so they're not able to find something that's affordable, and in the centre of Exeter they're having to go out of it.
For people who are already here, often moving is difficult, I think, because there's been quite an influx of people from London and the southeast.
I was even tempted to find a place in Torquay and commute up to work instead.
YMCA Exeter has another project like this in the pipeline. But for Gemma, the wait is over, and she can finally put her feet up in her own home. Marina Jenkins, ITV News.